This video is brought to you by Card Empire. If you're looking for Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, or Magic of the Gathering, this is the place to be. Well, what's up people, Dr. Wolves right here and welcome to another Yu-Gi-Oh deck profile. Before we start, please check out Card Empire, the place to be in Manchester, Stockport, Liverpool and Leeds. Now, last episode of the deck profiles, we did Cyrus Truesdale's, of course, of his Roy deck. Now I thought, even though we did Cyrus, we might as well go with Zane's. I did a Cyber Dragon deck, and this deck is freaking immense. I love this deck, I really do, and it has given me a lot of wins in the past. I think the record for this win in regions, tournaments, and normal plays, as well as the hardcore Nobles Bard match when I'm inside, this was a win, let me have a look, 34 wins and 12 losses. So this is a nice deck, but even though it's quite thick. Now, and maybe a lot of people may be thinking, too thick, obviously, way too thick. Well, a lot of them are fusions, okay? Quite a lot of them. So it does shrink a little bit, but let's go and show you what we've got in this deck. Now, why is this such a powerful deck? Well, you guys may be thinking, what star would I say this deck would be? I'm going to give this deck, right now to start off with, a 7 between an 8 star rating for this deck. It's definitely not a 10, I know that. It can be a lot more better. It can be quite undefeated if I would do. Because I always say to you people, the number 10 star deck that I've got was the Yugioh deck, because it was pretty much the no holds barred deck of all time. It was the best deck I've got. So let's get started. Right at the start, 3 Cyber Dragons. You can't go wrong. If the opponent has a monster on the field, you can special summon it right away, including another summon. You can't go wrong. We also got ourselves 3 other copies of Cyber Valley. Very good. 3 copies of Proto Cyber Dragon, because it turns its name into a Cyber Dragon. You see how it's going now. 3 copies of Cyber Lava. You can't go wrong still. 3 copies of Cyber Dragon Zeri. Now, a lot of people may be thinking you should drop that down to 2, maybe even 1, but I like to have a good set of 3 of these Cyber Dragon decks because they're so damn good. 3 copies of Cyber Dragon Core. We've got 2 copies of Cyber Dragon Deri, because I do like that one. It's a good attacker, 1800 attack, you can't go wrong. We have 1 copy of Cyber Dragon Bowel. It's the Japanese version. I haven't got the English version because it's so damn hard to find nowadays, and if it did, it would cost me a little bit of money. The Japanese version was a lot cheaper, so I might as well have it. We have 1 Cyber Etinian, I don't know how you pronounce that name, and 1 Cyber Dinosaur. They're just little support and strong monsters. If I can't get my plays out properly right at the beginning, they're good to have to start off. But that's all your monsters. That's all you need for monsters. It's that simple for cards. No BS, no time wasting, just instant good cards. Now for spells, we have 2 limit removals, 3 copies of Cyber Repair Plant. You would understand why if you use this deck very well. It has 2 different effects. You can add 1 light machine monster from the deck to your hand, good card, or take out 1 light monster in your graveyard and shuffle that card into the deck. Very good. We have 2 Machina Armored Units. Very good continuous spells. We have 3 copies of Evolution Burst. Nice. 2 copies of Cybernetic Fusion Support. You have to pay half your life points, so I mainly do this near the end of the game when I'm in absolute desperate need, unless right at the beginning I get a load of them and I might as well just do it right away. 2 Overlord Fusions, which is a special summon 1 Dark Fusion monster on the field. 3 Power Bonds. You see how powerful this deck is going to be. 1 Super Polymerization, 1 Future Fusion. It's a lot of fusion cards. Now this is why it's such a powerful deck, and a lot of people may be thinking, this is too powerful, this is like a pure ban deck. Probably yes. A Mystical Space Typhoon, a Megamorph of course, and a Light of Retribution. Yeah, quite dangerous, don't you think? But that's not all. We still got traps, and we've got quite a few. We have 2 copies of Cyber Network. You can't go wrong. 1 Cyber Reflection Unit, which turns the Cyber Barrel Dragon, which is just what I need for the Cyber card. 3 of a kind. You can't go wrong, people. Can't go wrong. And then, of course, 3 different copies of the Mirror Forces. Drowning, Storming, and Quaking. Where's the original? I didn't really think it needed it. Them 3 are just as good as the cells. A lot of people may be thinking you might as well just put the other Mirror Force in it and have done with it, but rather not. Dimensional Prison. Another great card. Cyber Shadow Gardener, which is a good defending monster as a continuous. It's good because it turns into like an effect token. Effect monster machine, level 4 Earth with question mark with attack and defense. It's good. It can't go wrong, can it? We got Rakaboo, which again is a classic card. Trap Stun and Call of the Haunted. Just great staples in all Yu-Gi-Oh gaming. But now for the fusions and other side decks. Well, first off, let's start off with the XYZ cards. 3 copies of Cyber Dragon Nova. Oh yes, I went there. And 1 copy of Cyber Dragon Infinity. Now you may be thinking, why haven't I got more than 1? It's because I've only got 1 copy of it. Well, actually no, I'm lying. I've got 2 copies of it, but one of them is staying in pristine condition because it is a very much a better condition than this one. Now for fusions, I have 2 Twin Cyber Dragons, 2 Rampage Dragons, 2 Fortress Dragons, 1 Over Dragon, 1 Cyber End, and 1 Magna Fleet Dragon. Holy crap! This deck is strong and very, very powerful. These fusion cards could just win the game in seconds if the other player doesn't have good spells and traps to stop me, but that's another story. But this is why I give this deck between a 7 to an 8 star rating for my deck. I don't think it can go any better. If there is something that you may think that is better than this, like better support cards, or even what should I get rid of and what should I replace it with, or tell me if it's really perfect, or tell me what rating would you give it. Would you give it 1 star? Would you give it 10 stars? Let me know. And also, do you think you could beat it? Let me know about that. I'd like to see what you think. And remember, these would be no holds barred rules. 8,000 life points, any card goes. Except for you guys know, 1 copy of each of the Exodia pieces and a maximum of 3 cards per card set. And also forbiddens and legal cards are allowed. So there's that. But before we say goodbye, people, make sure you leave a like, subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell icon to get yourself notified when we're uploading and live streaming, which hopefully you guys have been watching my live streamings. They've been quite awesome. And also check out Card Empire, the place to be in Manchester, Stockport, Liverpool and Leeds. With that being said, the people I must leave goes to you guys for subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheerio! If I came out of retirement, I'd probably use the Cyber Dragon one more time. It's that freaking good. It's a lot of fun. Hey, and it also match me to my game board. Why not? Well, that people like using it for grass. We got a reverse foil Sterny. Oh my god! Secret Red Nest Ball! Oh my goodness! I thought that was the Ultra Ball for a second, but it ain't. It's the Nest Ball. Oh, baby, wait a minute. One for the... did I do... Oh! 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 Oh my god!